You may think your hotel is already green, but are you green enough for today's eco-conscious traveler? Welcome to the Sustainable Hospitality Podcast, your destination to learn from hospitality professionals on the value and opportunities sustainability will bring to your organization. It will put more heads in beds and lower costs at the same time. We are your hosts and sustainable hospitality experts, Kathy McGuire and Amy Walls.
In this episode, Roger Amidon, General Manager of Palm Beach Marriott Singer Island Beach Resort and Spa, shares their journey toward achieving the Green Key Global Eco Rating with 4 keys, the highest rating available.
Good morning. Welcome, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Roger Amidon. He's the General Manager at the Palm Beach Marriott Singer Island Resort and Spa, which is right on the beach here in Palm Beach County. Roger, give us a little background of your career.
Well, started back in 1983 with the Marco Island Marriott, which is now the JW Marriott Resort on the west coast of Florida. And I've been in Palm Beach County now for 25 years and have been associated with many properties as general manager from Boca Raton to the north end of Palm Beach County. And I even did about 3.5 years with Palm Beach County in charge of the Tourist Development Council. And Palm Beach County being one of the largest landmass counties east of the Mississippi, that was a challenging position to market Palm Beach County as a tourist destination. And then for the last 9 years, I've been general manager of the Palm Beach Marriott Singer Island Beach Resort and Spa.
Wonderful. So you have a lot of experience in hospitality. One of the things that I want everyone to know about is your property is the first in Palm Beach County to receive the Green Key Global Eco Rating of 4 keys, which is the highest rating that you can achieve. So I really give you the accolades for that.
Thank
Now,
you.
for any sustainability effort to succeed, it really has to be embedded into your core business strategy. It has to come from the top. It has to be part of your strategic plan, because when you have silo initiatives, you know, like employees may start a few things here and there, they're the first to go by the wayside because they're not part of your business strategy. So tell me, how did your property respond? How did the employees respond to it, and your ownership?
You know, this did take a good process to put into place. And it did start with my understanding of sustainability, and thank you to your education, because I needed to learn as much as I could about it. And as I learned, then we put together our care committee, is what we call, which is made up of several of our leadership positions and a lot of our hourly associates. And as we put this together, we started to see where this was headed in the direction. And I think the looks on their face when they saw this daunting task was one of like, oh my God, this is a lot. Yes, it is, but it's going to be a process. And what we do here at this property will be passed on to the next leadership positions as we have some turnover. But the sustainability program here is not only great for our property, great for the county, but also for our company. And the company, Ergo Hotels and Resorts, we are one of the first properties in their company to then put together a sustainability process. And they want to take this and use it in other hotels and resorts. So that's really exciting. And that's the way I was talking to our care committee about it too, that we were going to set the stage for others to follow.
That's wonderful. It's wonderful to take a leadership role in that and to be recognized for that as well. Now, certification, there's a lot of greenwashing going on out there. Properties say they're doing certain things and maybe they did at one time, but they're not anymore. So kind of getting this kind of recognition for what you've accomplished, because you do have to prove it to the Green Key Global organization. And when you do that, it gives you that credibility that is much needed. So it's great that you pursued that.
It fits in with how I challenge the team each day. And we're a proponent of checklists. And on that checklist is what are we doing each day for our sustainability efforts? And we keep that alive because it's on our checklist. And if we follow it each day, we're not going to let it go to the wayside. Because like you said, it's real easy to, but nope, not going to let that happen.
That's wonderful. What kind of feedback did you get from your employees? Were they inspired? Were they really happy to see these things happening and they're implementing and following, the directions?
I think, like I said before, initially they thought it was a daunting task, but as we started peeling back the different layers, they're like, I'm really making a difference here. From our purchasing manager to our housekeeping manager, our front office manager, our food and beverage director, and then all of their line level staff. And they started to see these small implementations coming together. And we were having training programs for our staff, that orientation, just so they're aware of what we were doing and how we want them to follow. So then the team started getting more and more enthusiastic. And that was really exciting to see because they started to talk it and live it, and others were following.
That's great that you build it into your orientation as well, because it's just like, this is how we make the bed. This is how we set the table. This is how we recycle. And this is how we keep the lights off when we don't need them and things like that. So it's great that you've embedded that. One of the other things I wanted to ask is that what kind of benefits do you think you've derived? Probably some cost savings. You've engaged your employees at another level, and guest feedback, anything like that you can share with us?
Yes. First one would be the associate feedback, that they're looking at our resort as a resort that does care about not only the community, but the world. And our local give back to the community involves Loggerhead Marine Life Center and
the Turtle Hospital, the Rescue Turtle Hospital, yes.
St. Mary's Hospital, and just our give back in many different ways really helps with our culture here with the associates. So getting them excited about it. The other benefits is obviously the financial return. If we're able to reduce or reuse any of our resources here on the property, and the big one was reducing a lot of expense that wasn't really necessary, and also keeping track of what are we actually going through and why are we going through so much of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other financial return was our energy reduction by putting in, new light bulbs throughout the property, primarily in our parking lots that were using older light bulbs that were using more energy. Now we've got them updated, and we saw an immediate drop in our electric bill that people were like, are these bills correct? And we said, yes, they are. And we just need to continue in those efforts for water reduction. That's my big goal for 2021. Where else can we reduce our energy costs? And looking at the possibility of solar heaters for our pools, because we got a lot of sunshine. So why not use that to our advantage and reduce our gas consumption? And, the other return for our investment is the marketing. With this seal of commitment, we've been able to use that to market to groups, to let them know about our sustainability process, and that it is a process. It's just not a program, it's continuing. And we've also got the local press and maybe some comments from other local hotels as well. How did you do this so quickly? I said, it wasn't done quickly, it was done thoroughly, and it does take several months to complete. So I think we're going to have other hotels and resorts in Palm Beach County and probably outside the county follow our lead.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is there any other parting information that you've gleaned maybe from your guests or through this process that you'd like to share?
Our sales team and even our front office team, we do make it a point to tell our guests, but on the sales side, when you start looking at trying to book group business, we do add that as part of our selling kit about our sustainability process. And then in so many words, we ask in a nice way, compare our sustainability program with the other hotels or resorts that you're looking at. And I think we have an advantage because when they look at other resorts or hotels, they aren't doing what we're doing.
Exactly. It's been a great advantage. Well, I do congratulate you again on your Green Keys certification, your 4 keys, the first in Palm Beach County. That's a great recognition. And I really appreciate that you took the time to be with us today to share your experience with this. Thank you, Roger.
Thank you, Kathy. And it's our pleasure. And we greatly appreciate the support and the recognition.
Thank you, Roger. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us today on the Sustainable Hospitality Podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you'd like a free consultation on becoming a much greener hotel, please visit us at sustainablehospitalitypodcast.com.